Hello students, welcome to e-learning program. I am Sunil Lekar, Gokul Education Society's HAL English Medium School. Now today we are going to learn 8th standard history, lesson number 5, social and religious reform. Now we are going to study in this lesson some social reformers are there. When they have established their institutions, what purpose behind it. Now we are going to study. Now let's begin this lesson, social and religious reforms. Along with a spread of English education, there was spread of new thoughts, new ideas, new philosophy. Indians were also introduced to Western thoughts and cultures. Due to it, there were changes in social, religious, economic, and cultural aspect of Indian society. Now, you can understand it along with the spread of English education in India. At that time, there was a spread of new thoughts, new ideas, new philosophy, and at that time, Indians were also introduced the Western thoughts and cultures, so that there were changes or tremendous changes in social, religious, and economic and cultural aspects are there. Modern education, Indians become aware that backwardness of India was due to superstitions, casteism, old customs, class systems, and lack of critical outlook. It was necessary to eradicate the flaws and undesirable tendency for progress of the country and to create a new society based on the principles of humanity, equality, and fraternity. The educated thinkers started social awareness through writings to solve the various problems in the society. And that intellectual awakening in contemporary society is called Indian Renaissance. Now, in the modern India, the educated Indians, the scholars are there, they become aware that the backwardness of India. Why? Because the superstitions are there, casteisms are there, old customs, class systems, and lack of critical outlooks are there. We are backward for that. It was necessary to eradicate the flaws and undesirable tendency for the progress of the countries there. And to create the new society, they have to establish some principles. Which are they? The principles of humanity, equality, and fraternity are there. So educated thinkers or scholars, they started social awareness through the writings to solve the various problems in Indian society. And this intellectual awakening of society is called Indian Renaissance. Indian Renaissance are there. Okay. These are the humanity, equality, and fraternity. These are the principles. Just they wanted to develop or become the awareness of the society is there. Now, era of religious and social reformers are there. Okay. First of all, we will see now the picture you can see there. The Rajaram Mohan Rai is there. The greatest and modern social reformer is there. He has established, Rajaram Mohan Rai established the Brahmo Samaj. In 1828, Rajaram Mohan Rai established the Brahmo Samaj in Bengal. Where he has established? In Bengal. He had studied many languages and religions. He had studied many languages. He knew a lot of languages. Through it, his ideology of Advaita philosophy and was developed monotheism, caste, and class equality, protest against rituals, and the following way the prayers were principle of Brahmo Samaj. He opposed sati practices He opposed the sati practices, child marriage, poverty system. He promoted widow marriage, remarriage, and female education. He founded Hindu College in Calcutta. So whatever the bad practices were there, that are the sati practices are there, child marriage are there. Then he promoted the widow remarriages are there. Then very important thing is the female education. Female must have to give the education. So he founded Hindu College in Calcutta. He created the public awareness through the newspaper Samvad Kaumudi. Samvad Kaumudi through newspaper he has created the public awareness. The next social reformer is Dadoba Tarkhadkar. He has established the prathana samaj. Okay. Now, Dadoba Pandurang Tarkhadkar established a prathana Paramhans Sabha. Dadoba Pandurang Tarkhadkar established Paramhans Sabha in Mumbai in 1848. Later, Paramhans Sabha was dissolved and some of its members founded the Prathana Samaj. Now, you can understand it. First of all, he has established the Paramhans Sabha, and after that, after some period, the Paramhans Sabha was dissolved, and there some members they founded the Prarthana Samaj. Dadoba's brother, Dr. Atmaram Pandurang, was the first president of Prarthana Samaj. The prestige of institution increased due to the enrollment of young graduates from Mumbai University. So they enrollment, the young graduates are there. It means in Prarthana Samaj there the members are the graduates are there, especially the youngs are there. Justice Ranade, Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar carried forward the work of Prarthana Samaj. The opposition to idol worship, monotheism, opposition to rituals were the principle of Prarthana Samaj. You can understand it. Okay. Now, what are the principles of Prarthana Samaj are there? First of all, the opposition to idol worship is there. Then monotheism is there. Then opposition to the rituals were there. These are the principle of the Prarthana Samaj. Okay. Now, you can see here, they stressed on the devotion on prayers. For reforming the society, Prarthana Samaj started orphanage, women's education, institution, night schools for workers and the society for Dalits. Now, very great and very valuable work of Prarthana Samaj is there, especially they started the orphanages are there. These are the orphan which the students which the children were orphan. Okay, they started the orphanage. Then women's education institutions they have started. Then night schools are there. Those who are working whole days there. For that the night schools are there for the workers and the society for the Dalits. Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde, a member of Prarthana Samaj, established depressed classes mission. Through the mission, an attempt was made to solve the social problems are there. And then they, Prarthana Samaj, they established the depressed classes mission is there. Okay. And through this mission, the attempt was the made to solve the whatever the social problem in those days are there, they have solved these problem through this mission is there. Okay. Then Satyashodak Samaj is there. The next is there. The Satyashodak Samaj unite very well the greatest social reformer Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, who has started the Satyashodak Samaj is there. Okay. Mahatma Jyotirao, let's see. Mahatma Jyotirao Phule started the Satyashodak Samaj in 1873. Satyashodak Samaj worked on principle of formation of society on the basis of equality. The main principle of the Satyashodak Samaj is the equality should be there. Okay. Satyashodak Samaj worked on principle of formation of society on the basis of equality. They protested against untouchability. very good thing is that against the untouchability is there. They advocated education among the depressed classes and women. The same principle is there, education to the depressed people and the women also. Mahatma Phule reformed the society through the medium of books like uh, Brahmananche Kasab, then Gulamgiri he has written, okay, then शेतकऱ्यांचा असूड and सार्वजनिक सत्य धर्म. These books Mahatma Jyotiba Phule has written. He's severely criticized the traditions and customs that made discrimination between man and women, or rather human being itself. And very important principle of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule is there. Unite very well. You can see the picture of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule is there. Okay. Uh, Through the writings, he wanted to show the people, and these books are, which books are unite very well, that are the Brahmananचे कसब, गुलामगिरी, सत्यशोध, sorry, शेतकऱ्यांचा असूड, सार्वजनिक सत्य धर्म. These are the very popular books are there, and through these he wanted to solve this problem are there. Okay, and severely criticized the tradition and customs that made whatever the customs and traditions are there in Indian society, just he wanted to criticize through these books are there. And very important things that the discrimination between man and women, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule wanted both should be equal, man and women. Okay, now you can see the another, the Swami Dayanand Saraswati, you can see there. Okay, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, he has established the Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati in 1875. He wrote the book Satyartha Prakash as the commentary on the Vedas. He has written very important book is there, that is the Satyartha Prakash is there, and he commentary on that book is there, that is the Vedas are there. Okay, ancient Vedic religion is true. Ancient Vedic religion is true. Religion which has no place for casteism. Now through the casteism, whatever the traditions were there, he don't believe on, he didn't believe on it. Okay, what his opinion is that the ancient Vedic religion is the true. Okay, he asserted that there should be gender equality. It means the man and women should be equal. Okay, go back to the Vedas was the slogan of Arya Samaj. Go back to Vedas. Okay, he has given the importance to the Vedas is there, and so he told at that time, go back to the Vedas was the slogan of Arya Samaj is there. The branches of Arya Samaj were opened all over India. Many education institutions were established through the medium of Arya Samaj. Many education institutions were established through the medium of Arya Samaj. Okay, very important thing is there. Okay, because you know it very well, the lot of people they were uneducated. Okay, education is very important at that time. Okay, now next is that the social reform is there, Swami Vivekananda is there. Okay, you know it very well, the greatest personality Swami Vivekananda is there. Okay, he has established the Ram Krishna mission is there. Ram Krishna mission was established by Swami Vivekananda, a close a disciple of Ram Krishna Paramhans in 1897. He was very close disciple of Ram Krishna Paramhans is there. Okay, Ramakrishna mission work for service to society. The mission work for providing help to the famine stricken people. Okay, especially the which people are the victim of famine is there, the stricken people is there. Then patients, medical help to the poor, female education, and spiritual growth. Swami Vivekananda was the excellent orator. You know it very well. Okay, Swami Vivekananda was very excellent orator was there, and he attended the Parliament of Religious at Chicago in 1893 as the representative of Hinduism. Okay, you know it very well. He has especially the this principle, whatever the principles are there, the help to the providing help to the famine stricken people, patients, medical help to the poor, then female education and the spiritual growth. These are the principle of the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa mission. Ramakrishna mission is there. And you know it very well. Swami Vivekananda was an excellent orator, and so that he had attended the Parliament of Religions at Chicago in 1893, and he has given the very valuable and very important speech in the Chicago is there. Okay. Arises, awake and stop not till goal is achieved was the message given by him to the Indian youth, and especially what message he has given, and very important message he has given, that is the arise, just arise, awake and stop not till the goal is achieved. It means you should do hard work, don't stop till your goal is achieved. And this message is given to the especially the Indian youth. Okay, now the social reforms among the Sikhs is there. Okay, Gopal Hari Deshmukh and the another social reformer is there. The Singh Sabha was established at Amritsar to achieve reforms in Sikhs religion. These institute work for spread of education among the Sikh community and bring in a modernization among them. Later, the Akali movement continued their tradition of reforms. It means in the Punjab Amritsar there was also the Sikh community was there, and the Sikh Sabha was established for in the Amritsar especially for what purpose? To the especially the institute work for the spread of education among the Sikh communities there and bring modernization among the Sikh community. And at later the Akali movement was continued their tradition to a reformation. Then emancipation of women. Emancipation means the freedom. Okay, freedom of the women. During this, now Gopal Hari Deshmukh, you can see the picture of the Gopal Hari Deshmukh is there. Okay, during the expansion of British rule in India, the position of women was very miserable. While expansion of British rule in India, you know it very well, they have ruled on India 150 years near about. Okay, and at that time the position of women was very miserable. They had no right of education. Very dangerous thing was there. They were not treated equally. Child marriage, dowry system, sati, kesh weapon, opposition to widow remarriage, such customs prevailed in society. Very bad practices were there, especially the child marriage is there, then the dowry system is there, kesh weapon is there, while the women went on the sati. Opposition to widow remarriage is there. These customs are very dangerous in the society. The then Governor Lord Banting took help of social reformers like Rajaram Mohan Rai to pass the Sati Prohibition Act. Now, you know it very well, the Lord at that time, the governor was there, the Lord Banting was there, and he took the help of social reformer, especially Rajaram Mohan Rai, to pass the Sati Prohibition Act is there. A very dangerous practice was there, you know it very well. Okay, so Governor Lord Banting, who took the help and he has passed the Sati Prohibition Act was there with the help of Rajaram Mohan Rai. Gopal Hari Deshmukh, popularly known as Lokhitwadi. You know it very well. Gopal Hari Deshmukh was called as a Lokhitwadi, advocated gender equality through his writing in Shatapatre. His writing was given in the Shatapatre is there. Okay, especially he advocated the gender equality should be there, men women should be equal is there. Okay, very important thing he has given through this Shatapatre. Mahatma Phule started the first school for girls at Bhidewada in Pune. Everyone knows it. Okay, the Mahatma Phule started the first school for girl at Bhidewada in Pune is there. His wife Savitri Bai Phule, his contribution for the society is very eminent, very great was there. Okay, his wife Savitri Bai Phule supported him. Savitri Bai Phule had to face the great criticism from the society, but she continued to work in education. Mahatma Phule established the Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Griha in his own house. In his own house, very great thing was there, you know it very well. Savitribai Phule, who was criticized by the critics in the society, but she continued to work in education. Then Mahatma Phule established the Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Grah in his own house. He conducted a strike of barbers against the custom of shaving the head of the widows. For gaining permission to widow remarriage, Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Vishnu Shastri Pandit, and Vireshalini Gam took up social efforts. In his newspaper, Sudharak Gopal Ganesh Agarkar gave his staunch opinion about marriage, law of consent. Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde organized a conference against the practice of Devdasi. Devdasi is another the practices there, very bad practices was there, where there was there. Devdasi unite very well. Devdasi means uh, uh, in the temple for the service of God, the child, lady child was given to the god is there. That is the Devdasis are there. Okay. In her book, Stri Purush Tulna, Tarabai Shinde very fiercely put up her views about women's rights. Maharshi Dhondo Karve started the Anath Balikashram, an orphanage for girls. These were very grateful and very the greatest works, I think so, he has done. Okay, these social reformers that done, especially Stri Purush Tulna, the Tarabai Shinde very fiercely put on her views about the women's right. And then Maharshi Dhondo Karve also started the Anath Balikashram, and orphanage for the girls are there. Okay, now we will see the next in the next part. This remaining lesson is there. Okay.